This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You are now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.
Okay. Yes, sir. It is Thursday. We are back here with another episode of the Florida Vibe Directory. You already know what it is, man. I go by Gabe Avelli. I will be your host here for the evening. Of course, you know, we got I don't know why I sounded so professional. I think it's because your gear. It's your gear that got me like.
Wait, do you think you sounded professional?
I will be your host for this evening. And of course, you know, we got the homie on the motherfucking boards, man. The man, the myth, the legend. Motherfucking Cool Hand Luke. Motherfucking Deifica Juice in the building. But of course, you know, it ain't about us. It's about the motherfucking special guest we got in the building. So who I got in the building with me today?
Ooh, I'm starting. Okay, so my name's Allie. There's a lot I could say about myself. I mean, I am an artist first and foremost. But yeah.
And I'm Jaaiz, artist and entrepreneur.
Yes, sir. So I actually seen, you know, your profile and got sent to me, you know, prior to the interview. I was looking through. One of the things that kind of interested me, you know, was the fact that I see that you're working on a children's book.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
The children's book, well, really and truly, the children's book was something that I wanted to do with my mom. You know, years back, I want to say maybe when I was in high school, around 15 years old, my mom and I, we talk about, you know, doing a children's book. Originally, I'm a musician first, you know, but I'm very deep into arts, as Ali is as well. And, you know, I wanted to do, you know, jump into different things, try out new things. Children's book came up, but it was my mom's dream, you know, and she never ended up doing it. So I thought to myself, you know, years passed by. I guess it's time to just, you know, take it up and do it.
That's beautiful. You know? That's beautiful. So what is going to be like the story, what's the story about?
The story, well, first of all, the children's book is called Liberty. So Liberty is basically about an elephant, female elephant. Liberty is, she's afraid of the world, pretty much everything. She's huge, larger than life, like Clifford big. You know, elephants are naturally big, but she's just like enormous compared to all the other elephants. So she lives her life in fear. Wow. And the story is basically, it's a journey to her figuring out her self-worth and who she is and her capabilities.
I know your brother was the inspiration to get it started, but in regards to like the actual story, like what was the inspiration for like the actual story?
Originally, in the beginning, it was my wife. You know, so early on in our relationship, you know, she's really like the muse of it all. You know, then later on, I had met Allie, and we joined forces, and we kind of expanded on it. So, you know, it's a bit of all types of things, but, you know, I think Allie can, you know, express her side too.
Oh, please, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I never thought about doing a children's book. I mean, I always wanted to write and illustrate, but Jaaiz, he came up to me with this idea, saying that he's had this idea for years and years, and I just, when he came up to me about it, you know, I wanted to help him and bring the vision alive. And I mean, I just fell in love with character Liberty. Like, she's the cutest ever. She's huge, but she has like the biggest heart, you know. But I've just started to fall in love with these characters. You know, we've got her little best friend. Herc is her little mouse best friend. And then we have her mom as well. Just all these lovable characters with big personalities.
Yeah.
So from the universe, which character would you say you guys identify with more personally?
I want to say for me, it'd be Herc. For me,
he reminds me a lot of Herc.
Yeah, so Allie's actually the one who created Herc. I'll show you a picture of him too.
Please do.
This one right here.
Oh, he's your background.
Yeah. He kind of looks like him a little bit.
A little bit.
Yo, Herc got some swag though. He definitely got some swag.
He's a city mouse.
Yeah.
He's a city mouse.
So yeah, Liberty. Oh, sorry.
I say for
Liberty
me,
and
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Liberty and Herc. They live in the city. Well, Herc travels from both the city and the forest where they go to.
Mm-hmm.
But
Dual citizenship.
exactly.
Big money baller.
He knows everybody, you know. But Liberty and Herc, you kind of see that in their character, that they live in the city as well, you know. Liberty has her overalls and everything, and Herc has his nice fancy glasses. So
Oh, that's awesome. So you're the one that actually made like the illustrations for him, or was it like you guys together?
yeah. So he made the illustration for Liberty at first, and I just took that illustration from there, added the overalls and like any little character about her, created Herc and everything else. Yeah.
Awesome.
I still don't, but I don't know how to draw very well. But, you know, when I met Allie, she was actually a student studying art, and she's still studying art now. And, like, her style of art is just like, man, this looks exactly like what's in my head. You know what I mean? But I couldn't do it.
No, trust me.
So-
But that doesn't, like, that's not a slight to you at all, because at the end of the day, you have the vision.
Yeah.
If you could see it in your head, you know, thank God, you know, there's blessed people like
True.
Ali and different people, you know, who are able to do that. Because I like to, like, you know, fuck with like clothes design and things like that, but I don't know how to work Photoshop. But, you know, through people that I've met, thank God I'm able to get my idea out there. So you're definitely just as much, you know, creative, even if you don't have the actual pen or pencil, paintbrush in your hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, your mind is that. So
Yeah.
definitely, you know, something to be proud of. And it's something different. You don't really see a lot of like authors, you know, especially like, you know, young authors,
Yeah.
you know, coming out of this area. Like we do interviews all the time, and, you know, we mainly interview rappers, influencers, you know, content creators and things like that. So it's really refreshing to see you come with something different and something that's going to change people's lives for the future, you know?
Right.
Because I feel like when it comes to like certain literature is very pivotal, you know, when like kids are growing up, and just like for you to be able to see yourself in that story.
Yeah.
And it's like you never forget it. You know, like what's the one where all the fish come together and then like the one fish is the eye, like you'll never forget, never give a mouse a cookie, like you'll never, because those are valuable life lessons.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, kind of disguised through these beautiful illustrations and things like that. So
Yo, forgive me if Gabe already asked this. Do you have a favorite children's book?
Ooh. Where the Wild Things Go.
Ooh.
Good one.
That was my sister's.
Hands down, yeah.
I love the art
That's
style
fun.
of that one too.
I was a Good Night Moon kid.
Good
Oh,
Night
of
Moon.
course.
I think for me, Green Eggs and Ham.
First book I ever read. Honest to God, first book I ever
I
read.
remember that book so well.
I remember my elementary school, we actually made the green eggs and ham, like with the food coloring and shit.
Come on now. I'm jealous.
Yo, shout out to my teacher. Fuck, I can't remember her name, but damn, she knows who she is, man.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Orangebrook Elementary, man. Y'all did right by me on that one. No cap, no cap.
But
Orange and
that's the whole
green.
point of the book Liberty, you know, is to reach out to those kids who feel like they don't have a voice or they're alone in this world. So it's for those kids who identify with, you know, Liberty's characteristics or Herc's characteristics or the mother or any of the characters in the book. And it's to show them, you know, that they're not alone and anything is possible. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
For sure.
You know? So, because I grew up watching a lot of Pixar and Disney movies, and my whole thing is like I want to emulate that same feeling that I got when I watched these movies. And I want the kids who read it or the adults who read it to kind of get that same feeling.
That
or
excitement.
more, you know?
Definitely. Now, I know that from what I've been hearing, because I can't say I'm all the way tapped in, but I know I've been hearing that like in Florida specifically, a lot of books are getting banned from schools or they're getting removed from curriculums and things like that. So now, is that like a route that you would want to go, is like to get this book in schools, and like did you have to maybe make any alterations to kind of fit the current landscape of books that are being accepted into schools now?
I don't think so. I think Liberty is just a universal book. I don't think it has like, I don't know. I feel like anybody can enjoy it. I don't feel like it could be banned or anything. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad.
Yeah, but he's saying, did you have to sacrifice
Oh.
any of your
I don't
own
think
thoughts
so.
to get to that point?
No, but either or, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's in my head. This is what I want to express. I feel as an artist, you shouldn't have to bow down to, you shouldn't be marginalized, and then you're not creating art.
Right.
You know, so I just want to have this free space to just be who I am and just express myself 100%. If it gets canceled, it gets canceled, but at least somebody got a chance to hear it.
To
touch
understand the
people.
story.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, I know that we kind of went straight into like the meat and potatoes, but let's take a step back. What was your early life like? Like, how did you grow up?
My early life, I grew up in Miami, Florida. I grew up in entertainment, really. I've been a musician ever since I was a little kid.
Like a singer? Or
Singer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I played multiple instruments, but my main thing is singing. So my early life has been pretty much just that music, you know, concerts, tours, whatever, you know, so just creative. You know, my parents, thank God, you know, I was born to parents who were very accepting and open to allow me to be who I was or explore who I thought I was at the moment, you know, so very creative, I'd say, and free.
So, what kind of music were you like singing at that time? Like,
Started off just singing everything, really, you know?
when I say that, I'm saying like where like you going like the traditional R&B route, or were you going more like the school performing
Or
arts
did
route?
you maybe start with like church music or something?
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I've always kind of been like the rebel of the family, so I kind of went left. So I grew up in a household where we play like, my parents would play classic music. Like my mom, she would put us to sleep to Bach and Mozart.
Oh, wow.
And then my dad would be playing.
As you're supposed to do with a child, allegedly.
Right. I think it's good for
Wait,
them.
isn't it like you put the headphones on the stomach?
Right.
Or that was
Yeah, well, I mean, you could do it prenatal, sure,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it also as infants, they say it's good.
True.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then my dad was on the opposite end where he played like old school reggae to James Brown, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra. So I grew up with an influence from everywhere: jazz, reggae, rock, classical. So me growing up with all these different sounds, I kind of went left, took all the sounds and kind of merged it, which goes into like the name of my brand is called Roots Evolution. So basically what that is I'm taking the sounds that inspired me from the past and molding them into something new and fresh today.
Your roots
So,
and
yeah, so evolution of what came
roots.
before the roots.
awesome.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna ask you, Ali, the same question. What was your early life like?
Well, kind of similar in the sense that I was creative from the start. You know, I was in art classes at 7, and I would take dance classes, music classes, painting,
Oh, wow.
everything you could think of, really, and got a lot of influence when I was younger from like pop stars and pop icons, just wanting to have that performance, that stage energy feel kind of thing. But God, I don't know, I've been painting for a long time, just
So
anything.
when you like were younger, like you know how everybody kind of makes like paintings for their parents and then they
Yeah.
put them up on the wall. So that when they saw yours, they were like, "Hold on, this is a little bit too detailed. Like,
Yeah.
we got to do something about this."
Though when I started out, like when you look at my little kid paintings, they're crazy, you know? I would draw a person, but I would have their body just like little pillows.
Wow.
It was like the whole body. And I don't know, it just evolved by doing it every day. Like in school, I, you know, had ADD, so I would never pay attention at all, just like doodling in my sketchbook until it grew into something that I recognized. I was like, this is my work, and I want to keep doing this. But that's really the problem with me. I want to do everything.
Right.
So
No, I mean, it is kind of hard when it's like you have so many things that, you know, you do well. That it's like, you know, like, so, because I know I'm sure like a lot of people probably say, hey, you should focus on this or you should focus on that. But it really is hard to kind of find that one thing when you can do so many things well.
exactly.
So how did you guys' partnership form?
Well, we work together, and just I think we realized that we're pretty similar people and have similar visions and goals. Like I'd say we're both very diverse people when it comes to art. Like we try to do everything, a little bit of everything, and wanted to start this book, and it was just a good way to get us both off the ground artistically, and it's sending us both in a great direction, I think.
Yeah.
So.
But how did you guys like actually meet? Like, where did you guys meet?
Oh,
At work.
Yeah, at work.
At work.
Literally just talking
Yeah.
about the book at work. I think, like, the first sketches of the book was done while we were working, pretty much.
Yeah, I was learning to my idea was I didn't know how to draw, so I was gonna teach myself how to draw. And at the time, I knew that Ali was drawing, so I went up to her and I had asked her like, "Can you give me some tips on like how to draw?" You know, one of the greatest pieces of advice that she gave me was to find one thing to draw. In this case, it was the elephant Liberty, and she said just work on it every single day. You know what I'm saying? Until you figure out your style. So I took her advice, and I took like maybe 2 to 3 months, drew the elephant every day. I'd come to her and I'd show her the elephant, you know, say, oh, what can I do better? She'd give me advice on it. And from there, it kind of grew, you know, and she showed me more of her work. And I was like, you know what, maybe we should team up on this. You know, she was giving me some great advice. So we ended up teaming up, and we're here today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So is there going to be, actually, before we get there, so you said the company was called Roots Evolution.
Right.
So how did you, I know you started it from, you know, finding your roots and, you know, obviously, you know, making the evolution, but when did like it officially become a thing, like time-wise?
I don't think I understand the question.
Like what year or like time-wise, like the time frame, when did like you start the company?
The company?
Yeah.
I was 15.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm 26 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you were in high school when you started it?
Yeah, early high school. I want to say ninth grade, 10th grade. Yeah.
And you never like, I don't want to say thought about changing the name, but like, you know, sometimes you may like something at a certain time and then, like, as you grow, but like, did you feel like, you know, like you picked the right name or?
Yeah, I think I picked the right name. Reason being is because I thought many times of changing. I've even told Ali, you know, I'm trying to find a new company name, but like the reality of it is like no matter what project that I step into, it always goes back to me. Everything I create is like a version of something from the past. Like there's always that influence there. So it resonates with everything I do, you know. So yeah, I think it was the right name.
I can definitely agree with that. So when you're not working and you kind of want to like detach yourself from it or like, you know, relax a little bit, like what are some of the things that you do to like relax and enjoy yourself?
To be honest, nothing. I can't relax. This is my lifeline. This is everything. Like it's what keeps me going. Like if I don't have this, you know, I'm miserable.
Right.
You know, I'm depressed. Like I need to be creating all the time, even if it's not putting out something. But I just need to. You know, it's like if I don't have it, I can't breathe.
Right.
So I don't really have.
So
that.
there's no like.
I don't think so.
Night basketball game, nothing.
No. I do box.
Okay.
But even with boxing, it's kind of intertwined with that too.
How long you been boxing?
Now a little over a year, I'd say, training wise. But I've always been into it.
It's like I always had these hands.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I'm just learning them now.
Just had to let them know, but
nah, I felt that.
And I've been a big fan of boxing since way back when my dad, from when we were little, like he'd always have parties, every huge event, Mayweather or Pacquiao, whoever.
Trinidad, all the motherfuckers.
Everybody,
man.
and you know, we'd have like a get together. It was a big thing in our house. So.
Yeah, he's even teaching me how to box.
Ali might have to hit him with that.
No.
All right.
The whole team is
You're
ready.
going to catch this pain, motherfucker. So, same question goes to you, Ali. What do you like to do for fun?
Ooh, that is a tough question. I like to look at a lot of inspiration. I mean, I like going on Pinterest and Tumblr and looking for the next thing. I just like playing with ideas. I watch a lot of sitcoms as well.
What kind of sitcoms?
Ooh, I watch, now don't hate me for this, but I love Friends. Okay, I watched it like 10 times on repeat. I've been watching Seinfeld.
So Friends over Seinfeld is what you're saying?
Don't ask me that.
I just did.
You got to answer it now. This is the Florida Vibe Directory.
I'm going to say Friends out of loyalty.
Ooh.
Even though I'm watching Seinfeld right now.
Not feeling that at all.
I don't know. Jerry,
Wait.
Jerry was lit, though.
Yeah,
like,
I
if
could
you,
tell.
If you think about it, like, Jerry was a lit nigga, man. Like, he had his homies on point, had the kicks. And he always kept a little
Yo,
different. Your
Jerome,
Where? Jerome.
Jerome.
which was his name, for some reason, had the nicest kicks.
He
Like
always
there's a legendary guide of all the kicks he wore, and they're
Yeah, he
priced above the average.
he was dripping.
I mean, I watch them all though. Like any sitcom, you name it, I will have watched it.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I've watched it.
How-
yeah.
how-
I mean,
How I Met Your
like
Mother.
when I was at the hospital, like you know,
All right,
and
that
it
was a
playing
test.
on the TV. How I
She
Met
said
Your
any,
Mother,
name
yeah.
it.
Big Bang Theory is with what, Sheldon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfucking Sheldon.
It's a rough one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
Sometimes your aunt just leaves it on, and you're like,
I actually kind of like it.
"Yeah, I know
Modern
you would."
Family.
Yeah, I kinda-
Talking about me.
Yeah. I don't know. I watch these. It's so comforting to watch them, you know, especially when you know what's gonna happen. Like,
Facts.
and I'm just watching them, like, looking on Pinterest, getting my inspiration. I'm multitasking. So
Now, has there been like any like movie or sitcom or anything that you've seen that you're like, that's gonna directly inspire the story of Liberty, or like maybe took elements from other things
Ooh.
that?
what was I thinking? Well, I was thinking of this one movie that had inspired. I thought kind of reminded me of Liberty. It's called The Terminal with Tom Hanks. You know that movie?
Yeah, it's the one where he's stuck in the airport because his
Yeah.
country went to war.
So he's stuck in the airport, and he ends up making friends with everybody in the airport, and they all end up supporting him to the end. You know?
To get him home and shit.
Wasn't he playing like a Middle Eastern or something? What was he?
Yeah, or maybe it was. I do not remember.
All I know is it wouldn't be acceptable today for Tom Hanks to be playing that race.
Man, shout out to Chet
No.
Hanks too.
Oh my God, Chet Hanks.
Shout out to
Yo,
Chet.
Chet Hanks playing a Jamaican.
The craziest thing. I can't believe that's literally Tom Hanks' son.
Yo, nah, it's funny because like there's a picture of all the Hanks kids, and then they're like, all right, this is North Jersey, South Jersey. Like, it's hilarious, bro.
God. But yeah, in the movie, they all support him to the end, you know? And when he's leaving, they're all like at the gate, like watching him leave. And that's kind of going to be the Forest with Liberty, you know? They're all going to support her, and she's going to help them out a lot. So when she leaves, they all follow her to the end and support her in every way.
Right.
She makes friends in the forest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So is this gonna be like a continuation, or is it like a one-off story?
Ooh, we were thinking of something like that. You know, with books like, what kind of books? The ones with the series where they do something, maybe like Eloise in New York, how she does a million different things.
Curious George and them.
Mhm.
The
Curious
Hardy Boys back
George.
in the day.
Exactly. Things like that, you know? Liberty can go, she can go everywhere. She can go to London if she wants.
Right.
Why not, right?
Yeah, she can have, Liberty can go to space.
There you go.
Can go to space.
On the
Yeah.
10th one, though, you have to at least,
Exactly.
you have to make 9 books at least. On the 10th one, you can
Fast
go to
and the
space.
Furious.
Liberty, the multiverse.
That's actually awesome.
The end goal is to create a movie too. Once this book is finished and published, we're looking to create like a animated film, feature film.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna go like the traditional, like getting the book printed, or is it gonna be just like all online, or how's it gonna go?
Both.
Because I know, well, with Amazon now, Amazon helps a lot of people now with getting their books to people and things like that, right?
Yeah.
I know someone personally who actually, they got like a deal, like
Yeah.
through Amazon for like a poetry book or something like that. So, I mean, it's definitely out there.
Yeah.
It's definitely out there.
Yeah, I wanted to be a bit of both, like, you know, because, you know, we're living in a new age now, so it's the digital age. A lot of people have different reading styles. Whether they,
iPad, Kindle.
yeah.
You name
Me,
it.
I don't know. I like hard copy books. I can't read on the Kindle. My mom loves the Kindle, but I like hard copy.
Yeah, nah, I'm audiobook.
Yeah, I tried that. I can't do audio either.
It depends. You just gotta find like the ones with like the right voice.
Exactly.
You know,
if
if
they
it's-
can't play the character, then
Yeah, if it's like a biography and it's done by the person, like
Yeah.
those are awesome. Like,
Yeah.
to listen to and shit. I'll get caught on YouTube where they'll take like a 10-minute excerpt of
Yeah.
like fucking a Suge Knight story, and you're like, oh shit, like. So definitely.
You ever listen to them like while driving and stuff?
Audiobooks.
do that a
Sometimes,
lot.
but I catch more of like the excerpts on YouTube where like it'll be like a 10-minute part, and then I'll catch it and watch it like that. Yeah, no, if I'm driving, I'm listening to music or like a podcast or something.
Yeah, I made a post about this. Like, I used to hate listening to podcasts and talk shows. But for some reason, like the past, I want to say month, man, I've been like hooked. You know, I don't even listen to music anymore in my car. I just listen to straight podcasts.
What do you listen to?
Anything, man. I like the self-help ones or just anything, man. Anything good. I don't have like a particular podcast that I'm like stuck with.
Because you're still kind of getting into it, so you're still kind of getting to know all the different ones out there.
But it's cool, man. It's soothing.
Yeah, no, it's cool. And sometimes, like, you know, when you don't want to feel like you're alone.
Yeah.
Like if you have like a long ass drive, you know. Like,
this was a long ass drive.
Yeah, like, you know, you go put it on a pod and you feel like you're a part of a conversation and shit. Like, I'll be there sometimes where they're like, "What is this?" And you'll be screaming it like, "Nutella, motherfucker!" Like, but it's like they're not even there, you know. But nah, that's really cool. That's really cool. So, outside of like, you know, literature, is there any other like aspects to Roots Evolution that like the people should know about?
Oh yeah, it's everything, man. It's entertainment, it's movies, it's music, but also more recently, it's charity.
Oh,
you know,
let's talk about it.
One of the projects I've been working on as of lately, I've been going back and forth to Kenya in Africa.
Oh wow,
Africa, and came across my father-in-law. He's been working with these boys from a village on the coast called Chikama. So basically, Chikama is like a rural village where, you know, they don't have electricity. You know, they're living in huts. There's not much going on over there.
Right.
You know, so a lot of the kids growing up, you know, they feel like they have no hope. You know, there's nothing for them. So what he did was form a soccer team.
Oh, wow.
You know, called Gaba United. And basically, we took these boys from the village and, you know, try to give them something positive to focus on.
And to be a part of.
To be a part of and, you know, let them know there's a way out of here. You know, so we do that through soccer and also the religion of Islam.
Wow.
So we have 28 players currently. Mm-hmm. Since the start of the team, 21 of the players have converted to Islam.
Wow.
One of them is becoming an imam in our religion. That's like basically like a high priest that leads the people. So we're doing a lot of positive things out there. So right now they just got into a new league where they're traveling.
What age are these kids?
Say like from 18 to like 20.
Oh, okay, so it's young adults.
Yeah, young adults. No, they're not little kids.
Right.
But yeah, so now they have a way to travel outside the village and play. You know, so these kids were playing with one cleat on the right foot and barefoot on the left. So they didn't have no shoes, no equipment.
Nelly from Longest Yard type shit.
Yeah. So we were able to, I made a post, I want to say months ago, and we were able to gather funds to get the whole team cleats, shin guards,
awesome.
jerseys, everything. You know, so they're in their new league now. We're on our third game coming on Sunday, the 14th.
Damn.
So yeah, we're still, you know, collecting donations, making sure these kids could just, you know, live their dream and know.
Is there like a website or anything that people should go directly to?
Yeah, we're working on a website right now, but currently we're working through like Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, like
so
the more personal
let
things.
the people know right there directly where they could hit you up, because we definitely trying to get them laced.
All right, so my Zelle my number is 305-766-5343. Again, it's 305-766-5343. My Venmo is Jaaiz, Jaaiz -Nerette, Nerette. And the Cash App is # Jonathan Nerette. So yeah.
So we got your pinky promise on that?
You got my pinky promise, and
It's
you know
it's going straight to the
going straight to the team 100%.
Yeah. Did y'all lose your last game?
We tied. We tied.
I was just proving to Gabe that I'm more in tune with your Instagram than he is.
Yeah, we tied 2-2, but at home, unfortunately. But my next game is away.
Have you been to like any other games?
Practices. Hopefully, this time around, I'm going back again next month, so hopefully I can catch a few of their games.
Is there any player that's been like putting on that you got to shout out?
I don't want to do that, but all of them, man.
You know, somebody that just been repping. Maybe they made a little hustle.
Yo, Gabe,
play.
that's not one to double down on. All right? Think about all the reasons he might not answer that question and just don't double down on it.
They're all putting in, lots of work, and they're making a lot of sacrifices, and, there's a lot on the line, you know what I mean? So I'm just happy to be a part of it and happy to, make these kids smile. And
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the boys, man. We taking that W next
Gaba
game.
United. Next
Gaba
game, for
United,
sure.
man.
Taking
That's
it home.
You got 2 new fans today, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I ain't gonna hold you. We might have to follow the progress
What?
on
yeah.
PFM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Y'all
We'll
drop,
get you a bunch more fans,
y'all drop some merch?
Mm-hmm.
we on that.
Oh, yeah. You're giving me ideas.
Gaba United.
Hey,
Gaba
we
United.
do a merch collab, put the team logo, give y'all fucking 80% or something. You know, who
Hey.
knows?
What? Next thing you know, all the players gonna be doing cameos from Kenya. Come on, now.
Yeah,
Only
we love-
one way up.
We love to get them down here, man. It'd be cool if we could have them on the show one
Yo,
of these days.
that
man.
would be cool. Or we could even set up like a little scrimmage with like another team
Yeah.
from around here. Or
We
something.
gonna beat you though.
Hey, it's not my. It's not gonna be my
You
team.
guys are going home with broken ankles.
Oh shit. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna just be the lead commentator. I'll do the interview after the game. That's about it. Man, you definitely got a lot going on, man. A lot of positive things going on, man. This is
Trying to.
definitely something that we love to see here, and
Yeah.
definitely something that we, as a platform, love to put a spotlight on. You know,
Yeah.
because I'm sure like people always try to come for like our type of companies and say that we only promote the violence and the
Yeah, yeah.
bullshit, and and that's not really what it is, man. Because if you are doing something positive, and we can put a spotlight on it with no hesitation, we're gonna do that.
Absolutely.
So we're definitely proud of what you've done, and happy to have you here on the platform. Before we get up out of here, is there anything specific that you want to let the people know? Where they could get up with you, or just any motivational words, anything you want to leave the people with. The floor is yours.
Oh. I mean, dream big, dream too big. Nothing is impossible. Don't restrain yourself to one thing. You can be whoever you want to be in this world, as long as you put your mind to it. You could do it. Don't let anybody marginalize you or put you in a box. You could be a musician one day, wake up and be an actor tomorrow.
Be an author.
Do
All that.
the world is yours. It's one life. Trust in God and just stay focused. That's all I could really say.
Yes, sir.
And stay tuned. Liberty is coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ms. Allie, is there anything you would like to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Well, I did want to say one little thing about Liberty. I wanted to talk about how I relate to her. Liberty is this person who has, her strengths are her weaknesses. But she learns that they're not weaknesses. It's her big heart and how big she is what helps other people. And, I learned a lot about myself as well. I find that people say I'm too nice sometimes, but being kind is a good thing.
Yes.
So reading Liberty and creating Liberty, just, be your strongest self.
I love that. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, Liberty is her name. The book is coming soon. Gaba United is the motherfucking squad.
Yes.
Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and tap in with the boys.
Yes, sir.
We taking the chip, and they coming to Miami soon, so y'all
Soon,
definitely
inshallah.
be on the lookout. This has been a very motivational episode, a very positive episode. So, we do appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
are excited, man, to see, Liberty come to life. So definitely be on the lookout there. Also, too, ways to support Gaba United. We will go ahead and, update through random links posted
Yes.
in our story and different
Yes.
things like that. So,
And you can follow, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
No.
you can also follow their story through my Instagram page, through my story, through timeline posts. Every game I'll give you an update on, how they did. I'll give you an update on the equipment that we're receiving, donations that we're receiving, and where your money is going to.
Socials are in the description.
yes, Sirski. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Florida Vibe Directory. Of course, I go by the name Gabe Avelli.
Jaaiz.
And Ali.
And we will see y'all motherfuckers soon.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jaaiz Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You are now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.